Welcome. Today's topic is midpoint formula, how to use the midpoint formula to find the midpoint of a segment given the two coordinates that are the end points. So, given 2 points, x sub 1 and y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2, those are your 2 points, you can find the coordinates of the midpoint using this formula. The x value of the midpoint, the y value of the midpoint are found by adding the two x values and dividing by 2. That's the x coordinate, and the y coordinate, add the two y values, divide by 2. Pause this if you need more time to write. So here's our first example. I'm going to take the x values and add them together, divide by 2. The y values, add them together, and divide by 2. Well, negative 10 and negative 2 make negative 12. Negative 6 and positive 6 make 0. So our final result here, when I simplify, is negative 6, 0. Because when you divide 0 by something other than 0, you get 0. All right, now that you've seen that, give this one a try and see how you do. Pause it and then unpause when you're ready to see the answer. All right, here we go. 4 plus 10 over 2, 6, and negative 4 added over 2. That's going to give me 14 over 2 and 2 over 2. Now we know that 14 divided by 2 is 7, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. And there's your answer, 7, 1. Now, this example, it's the same kind of stuff. The only difference really between the previous examples and this set of examples is that these don't come out to nice integers all the time. So the midpoint here, negative 6 plus 9 over 2, negative 3 plus 3 over 2. Negative 6 and 9 is 3 over 2, and 0 over 2. Positive 3 over 2, that can be made into a mixed number or a decimal if you prefer, but I'd prefer mixed number. Be 1 and 1/2, 0. Now, how do I know it's 1 and 1/2? 3 divided by 2. How many times will 2 go into 3 evenly? 1 time. What's the remainder? When I say 2 times 1 is 2, I subtract that from 3. That leaves me with 1. So 1 and 1/2. All right, so now that you've seen that, give that one a try. All right, here we go. Negative 10 plus 9 over 2, negative 5 plus 2 over 2. Negative 1 over 2, negative 3 over 2, but we would prefer to have a mixed number than an improper fraction. I still have the negative 1/2, but this gives me negative 1 and 1/2. And there's your final answer. All right, let's take a look at these examples. Now here it's a little bit different because we're not given the coordinates. Sometimes when you're not given the coordinates, you're given a graph like this. It's actually somewhat easy to pick out sometimes to pick out the answer. I can see just from looking at it, from experience and from looking at approximately where the halfway point, that looks to me like the halfway point. But just to be sure, we'll check it. Now this is negative 4 and this is negative 2. Up, down, this went down 2, and this went up 2. This simplifies to negative 6 over 2, 0 over 2. Well, it turns out that our final answer here is at negative 3, 0, which is this point, negative 3, 0. See if you can do that visually with the one on the right. And once you have done that, please try it with the actual coordinates. See if you're right. Negative 2, positive 4. Negative 3, negative 5. So that gives me, let's see, 2 over 2, negative 8 over 2. 1, negative 4. Well, 1, negative 4 is right there, and that's probably where you thought it was. So sometimes you can do it visually. Always back yourself up with the calculations, because you could be off. Now these two, not so easy to do visually, because the answer is not at a nice, neat intersection or coordinate. What am I trying to say? Integer coordinates. It's not always at integer coordinates. So in this case, negative 5, oops, not comma, plus, positive 5 over 2, negative 2, negative 5. Well, that simplifies to 0 over 2 and negative 7 over 2. 0, negative 3.5. So 0, negative 1, 2, 3.5. There's my midpoint of this segment. Give that one a try. Unpause when you're ready. Well, this one is kind of nice because it comes out to the same. These were the negative 2, negative 2. This is positive 3, positive 3. So both values are the same and they are 1/2. And there you have your final answer, 1/2, 1/2. So if I were to plot that, a half, that'd be about there. And that is it. I hope this helped. Have a good day.